All right, you guys, do me a big favor, man. Before you get into this video, if you haven't already, man, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. All the links will be down in the description. And if you wasn't notified on this from my previous videos, I also have a PayPal just in case you guys want to donate, whatever the amount is. It don't matter. It could be 50 cents. You know what I mean? If you want to donate that, make sure you show me some love on that. PayPal link will be in the description as well. All my links for everything is in the description, man. Make sure y'all show that some love. Let's get into this video. What's poppin', Rob Television? Welcome back to another reaction with your boy. As you can see by the title, man, yes, I'm back with another Kobe Bryant. Wait, I'm back with another Michael Jordan. Basically, I'm back with another Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan reaction video. Now, this reaction video is requested by my man, Chris Scorpio. As you guys don't know, if you don't know, you must have been living up under a rock. But Mike was like a more mentor to Kobe. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to the GOAT, one of the GOATs, by far, my GOAT. But I'm pretty sure he does have some unreal stories about Mike, being that he was so close interacting with Mike as far as like behind the scenes conversating and all that type of stuff. So I'm very interested to see this video. But before we get into this video, man, like always, do me a big favor. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, man, I was looking at my analytics and I found out like 90% of you guys are watching my videos and are not subscribed. So do me a big favor, because obviously if you keep coming back, you're enjoying the videos. And I know sometimes when you're watching the videos, because me as a fan and watching other YouTubers, I forget to do it sometimes for YouTubers that I'm really big fans of. But man, make sure you subscribe. It literally takes like 5-10 seconds. That's it. Make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. Let's check it out.
He was a great teacher and mentor for me, but Michael was very tactical and very efficient with his movements. There was no wasted space. There weren't any wasted dribbles. I mean, he was very surgical with how he approached the game, and you can see it. I mean, he made the game look so easy. It was very difficult.
Let's drop more water. But you can tell how passionate Kobe was for the game of basketball. Cause like, if you listen to Kobe speak, listen to like how he speaks about the, like he breaks it down. I'm talking about like step by step. Like he finds the smallest little details, and you'll be like, bro, like, what made you think of that? Like, it's crazy to hear how this man talks whenever it comes to the game of basketball. And I guess that's why he was so prolific at his show detail, man. But this dude, like, he was a student of the game.
Very difficult to do.
You also said that you want to play against Michael Jordan before he retires. He's only got probably 3 or 4 more years left, so.
I know he's an old guy. He's an old guy. But nah, that'd be something that I love to do because, I watched him growing up. I love to play against Magic Johnson, but now he's retired. And Michael Jordan is somebody that I've always looked up to, and I want to play against him. It was the ultimate challenge, going out there and playing against the Bulls, guard Michael Jordan. Nothing can top that.
How flattering is it when Michael Jordan says he sees some of him in you?
Well, that's cool. It's a great compliment. I just have to continue to work hard, be the best basketball player that I can possibly be. It's going to be a great challenge. He's one of the greatest players of all time.
Made a switch already, putting Kobe on Michael.
Well, he's now in a postgraduate course.
Being compared to Michael is a great honor, but at the same time, I have to separate that for the simple fact that he's accomplished what he's accomplished through hard work. Understand that. Michael's a great basketball player, but I'm Kobe Bryant.
Playing against him for the first time at the United Center, and I got thrown into the fire. He made a nice baseline spin move on me. I knew it was coming. He was just so strong. By the time I tried to body him off of me, he just swatted me away like a fly.
Getting schooled for a baseline dunk the first time I matched up with him, that was like the coolest thing. It was, because I'd seen that spin move so many times, and then I knew he was going to do it. But the timing on TV and then in person are two completely different things. So he just spun right before I thought he was going to spin, and I was like, man, that was pretty cool. When I came to the league and matching up against him, what I found that he was extremely open to having a relationship, a mentor relationship, and giving me a great amount of advice and an amazing amount of detail, strategies, workout regimens, and things like that. So,
but I know that's one thing Mike kind of loved about Kobe, and I feel that's why he kind of gravitated towards Kobe, because he's seen a lot of Kobe in himself. Because like Kobe has that mindset that Mike has. He has that mindset. It's just like the mindset to want to get better, want to win, like win a championship. The next thing you asking is, when is the next championship? And it's like, I guess that those two really just bonded, because I'm pretty sure Mike had a lot of people that would come, like when they first come into the league, that would kind of challenge him, but then he just knew who he could kind of intimidate and who he can kind of push around. I guess when he ran against Kobe, he seemed like, oh, this young dude right here is like, he game, he's serious, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna take him under my wing and I'm gonna show him the ropes a little bit.
And seriously, I mean, I don't think people really understand the amount of impact that he's had on me as a player and as a leader.
I think his game now is more determined by balance and trying to get his defender off balance or off center, so then he can take advantage of his opponents.
Is there part of you that's awed by what he did and how he did it and laying off as long as he did and still dominating the way he does?
Not really, no, because he's been doing this for so many years. I don't think there wasn't anybody out there who seriously doubted his comeback. I think everybody knew there were going to be some nights where he was more effective than others, some nights when his legs couldn't carry him. There were going to be other nights where he scores 45 points or whatever it is. But Michael's always had a great work ethic. So I'm really not too surprised at what he's doing right now.
He's doing what he wants to do. If that's what he wants to do, my respects go to him. He had a great career. Now it's time for him to move on.
So like I tell you, like when I was in high school, and I used to work out with the 76ers. I used to ask him, what's it like to guard Mike? Mike, you mean Black Jesus? I'm like, what the fuck? Black who? Oh, we call him Black Jesus, or you can call him Black Cat. I'm like, I'm gonna call him fucking Mike.
Or you can use my personal preference, Black Mr. Clean.
That's his fucking name. So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. Wow. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're going to go at it. He says, oh, you don't want to do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man.
And see, that's the difference. You see what I'm talking about? That's the difference. Kobe talking about coming at Jordan. Most people like, oh, nah, man, you don't want to get Jordan riled up. Which you don't want to get Jordan riled up. But if you feel that your game is up to par with his and you're going to bang with him for a full, 48 minutes, then by any means, go at it. But if you ain't built like that, I don't advise you to take that path.
So
but
when
Kobe
we
was,
up,
he was built like that.
He
So
understood that. And, when I was 18, my first year, he got the best of me a bunch of times. I was right there the next play. You're not intimidating me. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. And I think he saw that level of respect because I think he was the same way at 18 years old. And that common bond is what I think, where our connection was built.
I learned a lot this game. A lot about how technically sound Michael was. Because it's one thing in watching him play, and then it's another thing in playing against him. His technique was flawless. I wanted to make sure my technique was just as flawless.
Been down at half court, and he wanted to know how, when I turn around on my jump shot, how to feel the defense. I told him you should feel the defense with your legs. Once you feel the defense with your legs, you can take advantage of that.
That was very inspiring for me.
People have been talking about comparisons with Michael Jordan for years, but more now than ever.
Why? Let it go.
Look,
Leave it alone,
Can I just ask a question? Can I just ask a question? Jeez. 3 titles, could be a 4th in a matter of weeks. League MVP, could be Finals MVP. And by the way, you go and win the gold this summer. Only one other person has done all of those things in one season, which is Michael Jordan. How you gonna get mad at that comparison?
I'm not mad at it. You're talking about the greatest that ever played the game.
Okay.
Come on. I mean, just let me do me. Right. Just let me do me.
But does not Kobe want to be the greatest?
Yeah, I want to be compared with Michael Jordan.
But don't you want to be the greatest?
I want to be the best I can be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Michael is Michael. And I've learned so much from him. And he and I always talk. I could pick up the phone and call him. And he's always there for me. And, but you gotta let me be me. We're different people.
Who's on your short list of best competitors you've faced?
Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson are the 2 that come to mind immediately because they were relentless. Now Michael, his relentlessness was amazing, and Scotty's as well, both ends of the floor. And then, in my generation, AI was much the same. I mean, from
opening tip to the end. I mean, this guy was just going and going and going, and he'd always put you in jeopardy. So those two guys are the most competitive I faced.
Big shot, the guy falling down, not being able to get to him.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Does he give you advice?
Yeah, he does actually. Yeah.
Good advice?
Great advice. I mean, I'll never ever say that. I mean, him and Magic and those guys, and Michael in particular, has really given me phenomenal advice in how to take a team, particularly with the personalities that that we have, and how to better communicate with your teammates, how to better elevate your teammates.
What player in your career did you learn the most from?
Oh, Michael.
Michael.
For sure.
Even though you never played together?
For sure.
Wow.
I remember being a kid and going to games, expecting to see the players play. It never occurred to me at the time that they might be tired, might be sore, they might be sick. It never occurred to me. I just wanted to see them do what they do. I think about that. Doesn't matter if I'm sick. It doesn't matter if I have a sprained ankle. The kid that's sitting in there might be the next me sitting up there, watching and trying to get inspiration from that. Well, Michael Jordan for me was always, the person that inspired me the most.
And that's the thing about this newer generation. Now, I understand that if you hurt, you're hurt. Quote from AI. But if you hurt, you hurt. I understand that. But some of these guys, man, they just be sitting out for load management, all this different stuff. And it's just like that type of mentality is what makes them so much. That's why a lot of people say they couldn't play in the older generation. Some of these guys, I'm not gonna lie, could probably would be able to play, but with the mindset of the mentality back then compared to the mentality they have now, if you put them in that generation, of course they wouldn't be able to, function. But if they was to be able to shift their mentality to like, man, you know what, come hell or high water, I'm gonna play. I understand that you hurt, man. I'm not asking you to play through no torn Achilles, but man, like these guys was playing through sprained ankles, all what, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These guys now they sit out because they doggone hair. Some of their head itching. They decide, man, I ain't playing this game, man. My head itch. Like it's crazy, man.
And
that's why I say Kobe. That's why I say most definitely. Let me know what y'all think below. Kobe most definitely could have played, even though he did play the back end of the 90s, but I'm talking about like even the early 90s, 80s era, Kobe most definitely would have been able to play. I don't care what nobody say, but let me know what y'all think about it too, though.
How he carried the athlete, the black athlete, not just in the United States of America, but became a global phenomenon, and saying, okay, a black athlete can reach the masses and inspire the masses on a global scale. Michael is competitive in all things that don't make sense, right?
Ping pong.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? So like, he would try to get me to play golf all the time. Mike, I know about you. I've written books report about you in like elementary school. Like, I know you started playing golf when you were in Carolina. So that means if I'm doing the math, you've been playing golf for like 100 fucking years. I have not picked up a golf club.
Ever.
The last thing you're going to do is get me on a golf course and annihilate me. I'm not going to do it.
Is Michael Jordan a friend of yours?
He's a good mentor, man. He's like a big brother.
He is, okay. Yeah. So how regularly will you speak to Michael?
I don't know.
Like in a year's time?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. And Will Smith was here a few weeks ago. He was talking about Michael and how he just constantly wants to compete when it comes to everything.
All the time.
Literally everything. Does he do that with you?
Yeah.
He does?
He tries, yeah.
He tries?
Try.
And what things does he try to compete with you?
I don't know. I mean, the last time we had dinner, he was talking about, my year in 1991 versus your peak year. I would have kicked your ass. And I said, Mike, come on now, listen. Enjoy the salad. We both know that's not going to happen.
When you and Michael go out to dinner, who picked up the check at the end of that meal?
Well, he does. He's big brother.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Big brother always picks it up.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
I see.
of the story for this reaction video is Mike's competitive. Mike probably was so competitive, bro, that it probably as a kid, when he would have, like, if he had, like, have some of his buddies from school or, you know, whatever, sleep over, he probably tell them, I bet you I could go to sleep faster than you. And be out like a light, man. Mike just was, his competitive edge, man, is just what, it's just like it's unmatched, bro. Like, that dude, right, it's crazy stories about his level of competitiveness that he had, man. But that is it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. I'm out this thing, gang.